Holy shit, we're live.
We're live. What's that?
So, you're officially a director with 2 movies that have premiered.
2 movies have premiered on theaters, on big screens. 2 of them.
How does that feel? Surprisingly underwhelming?
It feels like I got ahead of myself, frankly.
You're ahead of yourself.
Because I go and rent these theaters, and it's like I'm a distributor, but I'm not a distributor. I make the movies. This distribution shit is not my game. So, a little over my head.
So you're producing a distribution.
Yes.
You gotta produce your ass off.
See, I'm a good producer. I can get the movie made, but then the producer goes on to the next project. I feel like they don't stick around to help it get in theaters. They're just like, it's one of those things everyone's like, someone will do it. But I feel like people forget that someone does do it. Someone does do it. Someone's job to export all those different DCPs. You know?
DCPs.
Digital cinema package. That's how they want the file that they're playing in the theaters. But, like, it's weird. You gotta export, like, a different one for each country, or, like, is it the IMAX DCP? Or if we send the IMAX DCP to the regular screen, you know, the roof's gonna have stuff projected on it. It's just not gonna work. Or, have you seen a Screen X movie? It might just be a Cineplex. But you go see the movie, and, like, it's like they project part of the movie onto the walls, like the side. So, like, a big action scene, the footage, like, zooms in, and then, like, you get a little bit on the side, the walls. It's weird. Yeah, it works pretty well. Or no. I didn't know. I've seen it used well. I've seen some movies that I'm like, I should have gone for AVX, not Screen X. But also, no matter what you pay for, you get to see movies.
Nope. What?
But yeah, how's the podcast going?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
This is our second aired episode. I think it's our 10th episode overall.
Yeah. Nice. Those other ones, those are practice runs, kind of.
Those are like the holy grail of podcasts. I don't know why people do it.
Yeah.
They're out there. They exist. You just gotta find them. You know, if you're a dedicated enough fan, you will find them. They're
on there. See, each podcast so far has been on a different YouTube channel under a different name. All these test podcasts.
Some of them where you posted, like, you guys gotta be real fans to find it. Like,
you have
are not on that level of being a fan.
You have to go to the producer of the podcast's house and, like, steal it from him. That's how dedicated our fans need to be. They need to be going out there and finding the missing Shawn McMurter podcast episodes.
So I'm trying to help people.
But you gotta get a new stockpile going, I guess, because no guarantees you're gonna get those episodes. Who knows what's been done to them?
Also, how's the production of Monkey Monkey and Aussie going?
Well, all the footage is with me on a drive. I put it onto another drive a couple years ago because it was just on a memory stick. And I did edit like 2 minutes of it one time.
The bit of me saying I don't like Indian people. I forgot what that was from until like 1 minute, just sitting up late at night. I was like, oh yeah, that's why I don't like Indian people.
Yeah, because it's the joke. Context.
Context is important on that.
Yeah. But Moken Mucken and Mawson, we should bring that back. I don't know where food shows really end up these days.
OLN?
Is OLN a thing now? I thought it was like, OLN's like the cable version of like Instagram feed now. Like it's like just little internet videos and stuff. The outdoor living part kind of faded.
It's something.
They were stretching the OLN name quite a bit when Storage Wars was airing. Because they're barely outside.
I forgot Storage Wars was on that.
Yeah. What was the other one? Storage Hunters?
There's Storage Wars, there was, Storage Hunters. I think it was the same people. I don't even think it was like really different people, because I think it was just different auctions.
Yeah.
It was like a different auction company got the rights to film.
And those Storage Wars had the good, like, graphics though.
A good production.
Yeah. That's like when the money counter went up, there was like a bit of an animation, like all the numbers spun. It wasn't just like all the numbers changed. Yeah. This is super successful. We're like 5 minutes in, and
This is pretty good.
no dead air so far. This is very good.
Like, this is definitely better than nothing.
Yeah.
Like, if you were just cleaning your house, you'd be like, I would put this on.
That's really what podcasts are for. I was thinking about, like, say the average podcast length is an hour. I don't know if this one will be. But
Yeah.
say it's like an hour. That's the perfect amount of time that, like, you will actually catch 45 minutes of it if you're fucking around while you do it. Say you're making dinner. You got to wash a pan that you thought was clean. You're washing that pan, water's running, you're not listening to that podcast as much probably. But, you know, that's part of podcast. Some of it's like the dishwashing part.
Like, I bet you a good 45 minutes of a 3-hour Joe Rogan podcast is just him making noises.
Yeah. Imagine cutting out every part that doesn't have a discernible word. It's just like...
How is Will not watching?
I don't think... Do we have anyone watching?
Will is not, though.
Will's not. That makes me sad.
Yeah, what is Will doing that's so important right now? Fucking popcorn?
He should be here, if anything.
Yeah.
I didn't text him. I should have texted him. He was working when we went to the beach. Like a chump. Working.
Who even works 8-hour shifts anymore?
Literally. Like, either by now, you've got your grind to like 4 hours a day I work, or it's like, yeah, I work 16 hours a day, but I like doing that. It needs to be one or the other. What matters to you, your work or your time? But sometimes you might want to spend your time doing work.
No, he's just a fucking wagey.
It's a wage. He's getting an hourly, eh?
Fucking wages.
See, I really hate the hourly thing because, like, sometimes it's like, just fuck all to do. Go home a little early, bro.
Yeah, sometimes I do more work in an hour than I do in other hours.
Yeah, that's part of it too. If you just give people less hours to do the work, I feel like more work will get done. You just have to pay them.
I think it should just be a job by job basis. Just be like, man, you didn't do nothing today. What do you think is gonna happen?
You're not getting any money. You didn't do anything. See, that's why I like that, like, sweatshop. Like, oh, you made 30 sweaters today. That your pay is based on that. No slow workers.
I know. Closed mouths don't get fed.
Those mouths do not get fed. How's your stand-up career going, Sean?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
There's no stand-up comedy in Belleville, so it's non-existent.
Yeah. You gotta start podcasts just so you can raise the funds to go to a city with stand-up comedy.
Pretty much.
That's the struggle.
There's not even a chuck and fuck here.
A chuck and fuck.
I just made that up. Chuckle and fuckle? Would that be better?
It needs feed and seed?
Yeah. Ned's rubber duck. True.
Seed, seed and feed.
Formerly Chuck's.
Formerly Chuck's. Greatest joke in all the Simpsons. Pretty bored. I can't do a good Homer impression.
You're on to something.
Pretty bored. It's like, it's a surprisingly high voice for how like dumb and low it is. Pretty bored. Hey Bart, let's go get some frosty milkshakes. That's pretty good. What are your thoughts? Was I discussing this with you the other day? The term developmentally delayed.
Mm.
So that's like that's the PC term these days. That's like in like school boards, they use that term to refer to the word for it used to be start with an R. It's Italian. You see it at the beginning of sheet music when you play slow.
Yeah.
But anyways, developmentally delayed, right? That's the word now.
That implies he'll catch up. Riley French is still trying to catch up. I went to special ed with that guy for 4 years. Still hasn't caught up.
Sean, I think maybe you haven't caught up.
I have not.
You haven't caught up. When's the last time you were in a special ed class and they actually said, Sean, you passed. You can leave.
They just let me leave one day.
I was gonna say, I feel like it's like a no, you can't stop him, okay?
It's an immovable object, unstoppable force.
It's like, no, for once that development is on time. He left. Yeah, how should we fix our education system?
We just need to pay teachers more and not give them stupid benefits.
Like what, summer vacation?
Yeah. Just be like, okay, you guys are gonna make $100,000 a year, and the only way that works is if you can teach people to make it. So get to fucking work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah, like, because you can calculate your class's average. It's like, oh, your class had a 92% average. $92,000 is your paycheck this year.
There we go.
Class had a 64% average. $64,000.
That was a bitch.
Hear that? Shawn McMurter District School Board hiring teachers now.
I'm down for that. Like, if we get 100 average, you deserve 100,000.
Yeah. What are those schools like Montessori?
Nunnery?
It's like some fancy name. It's one of those schools where they're like, oh, it's okay if you eat the grass, Jacob. You're learning. You know? Like they're rich kids. They're not special kids. It's like just a okay. I maybe it's a thing in the States or something.
Too highbrow for me.
Some sort of higher education hippie bullshit. Homeschooling, that works.
Yeah, just beat your kids so they get it ready.
Yeah, pretty much. I'd say no.
You know Sean Strickland, he's a UFC fighter. He was homeschooled.
Yeah. Interesting. And now he's in the UFC.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's a very smart.
Beautiful man.
Beautiful man, eh?
They make thirst trap videos of him.
I haven't seen many thirst trap videos for dudes. Actually, no, what am I saying? They all are. It's like Walter White or someone.
Yeah.
It's like
I do get a lot of Walter White thirst trap videos now that you mention it.
it's like yeah. The jittery footage.
Say my name.
Say my name. Daddy. I don't know. However,
It's probably an edit.
Thirst trap edits, man.
That edit goes hard.
Who has time to edit all these little videos that wind up on Instagram and shit?
People on TikTok.
That's where they all come from. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that TikTok thing. It's fucking, it's rotting the kids' brains. Kids should just be out here doing speed or something instead.
It's a way more productive way to build themselves.
Literally. So, The Amazing Compulsion. Are you excited to see it, Sean?
I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it.
Oh, no, you might not be able to come on the weekend.
Promising movie.
Pardon?
It's a very promising movie.
I'm excited, you know. I feel like superhero cinema right now is a little all over the place.
It's a little one-dimensional.
Yeah, it's all over the place, but one-dimensional. Like, some people are trying things, but they're not going far enough out.
You know who did a good superhero movie?
What?
M. Night Shyamalan.
With Glass? Unbreakable, right. Glass is the newest one. Did you see Glass?
I watched a little bit. It's very weird.
Very weird. It's all right.
I don't remember. I might have been a little too high.
Samuel L. Jackson, like, I love when they give him a good role, and like he actually has a big role in that movie. So it's nice to see that.
You know, I think Glass. I was just doing bomb toke after bomb toke, and they're just massive bomb tokes.
Yeah.
So I don't really remember that.
John, you gotta pull the couch up. I do have a frame. You know what? I'm gonna just. That. Yeah, no, you gotta be careful. Smoking before a movie, man. It's good, but too long a movie, you're just tired after a while. You know, I love. Go to a movie. Oh. Can people even see that? I don't think so. Yeah. Superhero movies. The Spider-Verse movies are pretty good. Animated.
Stuff different.
Yeah. I I can't think of like another hero though that could translate to an animated film like that. Like
Batman?
Batman.
Batman's too dark.
Yeah, it's too dark and like it's just cities and stuff.
He does do animated films, but they're good.
Yeah, they're kind of like boring to look at. But like Spider-Verse is good. I feel like you could get a good like Guardians of the Galaxy or something. It's gotta be like a sci-fi heavy.
They did do one.
That's like a Deadpool anime. That could be cool.
They did do a Guardians of the Galaxy anime.
Did they?
Yeah, it's very weird animation.
Interesting. It's one of those ones where Star-Lord's blonde.
I think so.
I find that weird. Even though he is blonde in the comics, I just see Chris Pratt like with the red hair. Even though his hair is not that red, I don't know. Strawberry Pratt.
Make me feel bad.
The one thing about having no viewers is I don't feel too bad about dead air.
No.
Pretty good.
We've been doing good for dead air, though.
Yeah, we're doing pretty damn good. Maybe if we pop off one of those, we'll get some more viewers.
He'll make it more bearable, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, we'll try and get to like half an hour.
Almost there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
How do you feel about Jackass?
Jackass is an amazing show. Did you know that it's the same producer for Ridiculousness?
No.
Yeah. You know Ridiculousness, right? With Rob Dyrdek.
I might not.
It's the only show on MTV.
And it still is on MTV?
And it's a clip show, yeah.
Oh, and it's just like people send clips in?
And they react to it. And Chanel West Coast is there. They're fat, milky pits.
Alrighty, there goes our monetization, viewership, and
oh no, Blue Chew won't sponsor us. What will we do without a Blue Chew sponsorship?
Blue Chew, we choose. Yeah, I don't know how good this mic is.
You're gonna find out when people hear about it. Blue Chew.
Blue Chew chewing tobacco. That's a good stuff.
You don't know what Blue Chew is, do you?
No, I don't know.
It's tobacco.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I thought it was pouches. I would like to apologize to our sponsors for continually confusing our chewing tobacco and Viagra sponsors.
Yes, not to be confused with, what's it called?
Zins?
No, it's not Zins. It's another one. Ritual? Yeah, Ritual tobacco pouches for the same great nick hit you get from cigarettes, but in a much cleaner, more effective transfer method. And if you don't want to chew, you don't have to. We have non-tobacco alternatives full of coffee, cinnamon, and matcha. Now back to the show.
So Christmas time, you believe in Saint Nick?
Yeah.
I believe in Saint Clit. Very sexual Christmas.
Yeah. Where's the marijuana? Jamie, get the weed.
Jamie, pull up that weed, man. We're also sponsored by Mott's Clamato, remember?
Seriously.
If your beer's ever tasting a little
not fishy,
umami, salting it up with some Mott's Clamato Rimmer.
Angus, do you want this?
Tastes like celery. Okay. Come on, I can finish my beer without this. Yeah. Okay.
Where's your grinder?
I think it's further in there. It's in another bag.
There it is.
Celery.
That's celery hidden different, eh? I'm gonna get smoked like hot crabba. I am not from Earth. Sean pulled up, then I saw sir. So our guest is left to go to the bathroom. So I'm gonna just talk directly to the camera. Yeah, get your Ritual tobacco pouches and your Blue Chews and Babas. You know, a little Tempur-Pedic with Kush, a little lead pillow. And back to the show.
Yeah, I dropped a little Clamato river. I don't want to leave that on the ground.
Oh, such a gen. Also, there is paper towel in here somewhere.
Okay. Sorry, I went for the toilet because the TP because I know Sean gets the good thick like 10-ply toilet paper.
Have you ever bought the thin shit?
I do buy the thin shit. I need to stop buying it.
You hate yourself. You're like, oh no, Nate, let's scoop that.
Yeah, literally. Ooh, President's Choice fixed toilet paper.
That is President's Choice.
Oh shit! All right.
I get the good President's Choice though.
Yeah, that stuff like. I'm out here like, let me fold these toilet paper pieces on top of each other. But Sean's is just like, that's one wipe, that's another.
Pretty much. Sometimes you do two for security.
Yeah.
You don't want to change your sexuality by using the wrong toilet paper.
Yeah. And that toilet paper is so thick, like, it might not rip. You might just have toilet paper up your ass and a finger.
Speaking of that,
right, you deserve it, Kendrick.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't have any songs for you. Zim, zim,
We were doing nothing.
Zim, zim, zim. I'm smoking the zims in my minivan. My minivan, zim, zam, zim, zam, in the can. Weapon with that 4-ply. In Japan.
Like a Christmas ham.
Like a Christmas ham. Thick. Layers. I don't know. What's the difference between a Christmas ham and a regular ham?
What's better?
Spiral ham.
Yummy.
Hanukkah ham.
Shalom.
This is a very good Asian pair.
That's what that is.
Yeah, that'd be better.
Do you pay extra for the wrapping?
No. They just come in the wrapping, but this is like normally it's protect. This doesn't feel very firm. Yeah. Normally these protect them a bit better. This is kind of soft for a pair. Asian pears, they're delicious.
So you use this on your dog?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just like Blue Chew, eh?
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone's ever snorted Blue Chew.
Can you snort Viagra?
Can you look that up? Look at the effects of Blue Chew when you snort.
What's the internet say?
Ah.
Oh man, yeah, that guy's bleeding from his nose and his dick. Yikes.
Yikes.
So we're gonna see Oppenheimer again, yeah?
That.
Pretty awesome. Who's another scientist we can make a movie about?
Heisenberg.
He was in that movie though. He was lame.
But he was in Germany.
Yeah.
He was barely in the movie.
We're doing like an All Quiet on the Western Front. Heisenberg. You haven't seen it?
No.
Pretty good.
You know what's a good movie? John Wick.
John Wick is very good. Have you seen the fourth?
No.
Fourth is awesome. So cool.
Somebody dying.
Yeah, like 140 people. A lot of people die. Keanu Reeves moved, right? It's not your neighbor anymore.
Someone did move out of that house, yeah.
No more Keanu down the street. Fuck, we never got to like smoke bombs with him. It's kind of sad. Yeah.
I think I did see him on his motorcycle a few times, so I saw a weird ass motorcycle ripping around here.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that like doesn't go for a chop or a hog. He's like, ooh, give me that.
My own electronic bike.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched that commercial?
I have seen that.
Yeah, the videos of him with his electronic bikes.
Akira style, but motorbike.
Akira.
Yeah. I was reading about the country Western Sahara.
Yeah.
That's a country. I had no idea till last night, and I'm like, that's the laziest fucking name ever for a country. And it's the second most sparsely populated country on Earth after Mongolia. I have no idea.
Mongolia is the most sparsely populated country.
Yeah, they have like I forget.
Less than 1 million?
Yeah, I think so. The population of the country is like only like 3 million or something. But like it's a big country. I forget the breakdown of numbers. It's like
Western Sahara definitely makes sense, though, because that means that it's half the country. It's just pure desert.
yeah, like it's Like the biggest city is like on the coast, and like 40% of the population lives there.
Shit.
Ask a few questions about the making of the movie. I need like a section of clips.
What happened when you were making this movie?
What happened? Wow. Well,
did you sleep with Nikita?
not to get him to act in it, but to get him to edit it. I was under the editing desk for a while. Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty good though. I started filming last November, and I finished. I don't know. I kind of filmed like a couple scenes a month. I took a break like between like February, and then the last scene I shot was in May 7th, on a weekend. This was probably one of the best scenes in the movie. Shave my beard for it. It's a whole thing. The rest of the movie is just filmed in the winter. It's really hard to film in the winter because you only have like 6 freaking hours of daylight. People work 9 to 5 jobs. You can only get them to come help on the weekends. So it's had to be very precise with our scheduling. And yeah, I'm trying to think of if there's anything else to say to fill up the last 3 minutes of the podcast. I'm trying to think of more to say.
What did you do with that thing you made? You made a thing that spins up.
Thing that spins up.
Yeah, you had like a rod coming out from underneath the table, and like it was connected to a piece of wood. It spun a piece of wood.
Wait, hold up. Where did you see this? When was it?
You sent me a Snapchat.
It was a thing, piece of wood.
And you had a rod going underneath the table, and you're spinning it with your foot.
I'm trying to think what this was. I don't remember any spinny things for the movie.
You know what I'm talking
I feel like it's just some stupid thing I was fucking around with. Maybe it's like a VFX thing.
Must be.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to look at, try to find this video later, figure out what you're talking about.
It was literally like you just had a rod and a foot pedal.
I do kind of remember this. That was just like a nothing machine I built. I don't think it was for anything. Checks out.
You said you're gonna use it in the next movie.
I build a lot of things, Sean. This is I'd have to go to my workshop to find exactly what piece this is. I didn't really make my workshop. My workshop is Wayne Manor, my house. Build all sorts of ingenious inventions there. What have I made recently? Made a watering can out of a cereal bag.
Yeah, that watertight.
Yeah. Well, not really. You put water in it and you poke holes in the bottom. It's like a shower head. Just evenly distribute the water. Trying to think of anything I made for the movie. There weren't many props for the film. It was pretty simple shooting process. We really the only props in it were a bag of crack. I just filled up a bag with some salt, road salt. Made some signs. My grandma sewed the cape on the costume, so thanks to my grandma for that. I was very happy when I picked the material. I was like, ooh, this is called crepe. Crepe material.
Did it look like crepe?
Not really. It was like stretchy and like, how do I describe the texture? Uneven. But it was cool. I liked it. There's a lot of weight, so like when you run around, the cape really bounces. Fun stuff. Yeah. When's your next episode of the podcast going to happen? That is probably a long time.
I know.
You drink it.
Should.
Um,
Finally aged.
So I got this ring that's a yin yang. I was thinking about the yin yang. I know someone who first invented the yin yang, just drew like a line clean through the circle in the middle, and it's like, oh, it's the balance between the two sides. Some other guy came along and made the straight line like a squiggly one. That's how we got this. Someone ripped off someone else. I think so. And yeah, I haven't been to the optometrist in a while, but we got 30 minutes down here. Any more things you'd like to discuss, Sean?
Shit, Dad. What's the next movie gonna be?
The next movie will be All That and All There Ever Will Be. Which will be the last movie in the All That and Whatever trilogy. And then I'm going to make a James Bond movie.
Saying Silent Bob movie?
James Bond.
Okay.
Jay Silent Bob isn't in the public domain yet, but Bond is.
It is in the public domain.
Yeah, so I'm going to make a Canadian James Bond movie. Still putting it together, trying to get some funding for that one.
You're gonna need it.
Gonna need it, yeah. But we'll see how it goes. Oh boy.
You can just go shoot up a school. Wait, what? Where that was that'd be James Bond.
We will release you from prison if you marry a prostitute and move to Louisiana. I don't know, that's what the French used to do. Read about that today. So you got out of jail.
Marry a prostitute. Go to Louisiana.
Yeah, because in like the late, 1700s or whatever, when France was just like really shitty, because people
That's their
were
peak.
Yeah, but I mean, like their peak was also their like shittiest, lowest moment because it spelled doom for the like. What's happened since then? All they do is riot like
They
every.
killed the queen and then they just kind of chilled out and became liberals. They
Yeah,
let everyone go free, pretty much.
but like, have you been to Paris recently, man?
It sucks because it's full of very liberals.
A lot better 200 years ago. The Queen was there.
Why? Is there huggers?
Yeah, the Queen. I banged Mary. That was Marie Antoinette, right?
Dude, in World War II, the French army got destroyed because they had been disease.
That's funny.
They're all on drugs. The Nazis were.
Weren't they on meth?
Yeah, but those good drugs.
Oh, the French were they're probably
They were just
smoking
partying.
opium or something.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what I can drink on the front lines. What are you talking
Sip
about?
it away.
Oh man. I love watching alcoholics like be functioning. Like just barely get stuff done. Because you'd be shocked. A lot of people are alcoholics. That's how the forklifts get driven. That's how the factories stay running.
Yeah.
People do shitty work and they get drunk to get through it. But I'll tell you what, don't get drunk to make my movies. That's some quality cinema made pure and sober right there.
Is it?
Yeah. Ooh, we have one whole viewer, no?
I got two at one point. You gotta look at it,
One whole viewer.
man.
Howdy.
Close look.
Yeah, ghost look. You look at my gross.
Who do you think it is? Your mom?
I didn't give her the link. Just trying to.
My mom?
Yeah, probably your mom. I don't know. We'll see. Whoever it is, we'll flex the boy. Tricep. Yeah. Oh yeah, you got a little something there. Not really. Oh boy. Podcasts brought to you by Hickory Sticks.
Buy 'em.
Buy 'em. Why eat potato chips when you could eat 1/20th of a potato chip in each bite?
Do you want to keep podcasts?
I mean, we have one viewer. I feel like, I don't know, we should do it for them, right?
Okay.
We'll give them 5 more minutes. All right, come on. We can muster 5 minutes of quality content here.
Okay. Name a prime minister.
Name Prime Minister.
Just anyone.
Sir John A. Macdonald.
Irish drum.
Who's after him?
Let's keep it.
All right, let's keep
He
going.
was a
until we know
lawyer.
one. Sir John Mackenzie, the one that got assassinated.
Johnny Mackenzie got assassinated.
No, Sir William Lyon Mackenzie King is who you're thinking about. There's a guy in like 1884 who got assassinated. He's just like shot in an alley in Ottawa.
There was one like that?
Yeah.
I think the only other one I can really name is Borden and Pierre.
Borden. When was Borden?
Or no, Diefenbaker.
Diefenbaker. Yeah, wait, who was Borden then?
The guy from the Oppenheimer.
Oh, yeah.
They were at the same time, though. They were boys.
Yeah.
Diefenbaker.
Diefenbaker, he was a G. He didn't want nukes in Canada.
He was scared of nuclear war.
Why do you think? He was one of these liberal conservatives, wasn't he? Conservative Party in the 50s.
No, I think he was conservative.
He was.
Yeah.
But like he was like a liberal conservative. Diefenbaker.
Pierre was just there forever.
Yeah. 1968 to 1980, I think, and then like 81 to something. I forget. He took like a little break, and then he came back.
He was in the House of Commons for forever.
Yeah, and then he was like a lawyer in Quebec or something.
Yeah, there's like a history of prime ministers.
Yeah, I like Pierre Trudeau. He's a pretty cool dude.
He's a cuck, though.
Is he?
Yeah, I think he got cucked by his wife.
I'm pretty sure he was banging like Barbara Streisand and stuff, and was like, "Oh yeah, Margaret, stay here with Justin."
And she was like, "I want to go fuck the Rolling Stones."
Yeah, well, that was after they divorced.
See?
She went down. Yeah, bang. Actually, no, because that was at the El Macombo, and Rolling Stones Live at the El Macombo was like from 1974. So maybe you're right. Maybe it was during his prime ministry. Okay, damn. I'm thinking of her at Studio 54. There's like a famous picture of her there. That's after they divorced.
Just holding it up, eh?
Yeah. So if anything, that was more like a, I don't know, catching stuff. Yeah. Good read.
You know, theory I don't fuck with is that Justin's Castro's kid. He is way too white.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I ever looked at him.
If he grew that beard out a few years ago, we saw in the beard. It's not a Castro beard. Yeah.
He is so white. Very obviously European.
Do you think Castro ever stopped smoking cigars? No? It's a classy dude. He never got that yellow beard, though. That's how you know you're a dictator, when you smoke big, dirty stogies and your beard
Didn't he always
stays
have a black beard?
No, when he was like, his last couple of years, he was white. Totally white. And he'd wear those Adidas tracksuits. Pretty crazy
I
dude.
didn't really see any pictures of him for years. He fixed it up something.
Maybe he did, I don't know. I know a couple days before he died, he met the Pope, and he was supposed to meet Trudeau a couple days later, but he died. Trudeau never got to meet his father.
Really?
No, I'm joking. I'm saying that Castro was his father. But we just talked about how he's not. Definitely not. Oh, boy. Well, we're back down to 0 viewers, so
Dang.
that was a good podcast. We had one whole viewer for 10 minutes.
You're like, we can't take it anymore.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. If you're in Picton this week, sorry, not Picton, the Belleville area, the Prince Edward County area, or you're on a nice road trip, Thursday night at the Regent Theater in Picton, The Amazing Compulsion is going to be playing. Great movie. Come check it out. There's a Q&A after, which I just learned today. So I'll be answering some more questions then. Hopefully we don't retread any territory from our podcast here.
It's pretty dope.
Pretty in-depth. And if you're in Toronto, Big Smoke, the 6th, Saturday night, Toronto premiere, The Amazing Compulsion. Come check it out. The 6th, it's crazy. Yeah, Drizzy Drake's going to be there. I'm going to be there. Double A's going to be there. Shawn might even be there. Actually, I shouldn't have said that. Now people won't come. Maybe more people come to Picton because of that. But we'll see. Oh, Sean?
Catch you in the stratosphere, brother.
Get you out here in the strategy. Thanks for having me on the podcast.
Sure. Alright. Nice and white. Easy.